up, guys? Crisis here. I am in the Mists of Pandaria beta, this time on my priest, as you can see. I'm spec disciplined this time around, well, I'll look at the talent spec first. Pretty much, Spirit Shell is new. That thing's pretty cool. I'm excited to get into PvP and test that out. Glyphs, I didn't really have any glyphs, so I just kind of tossed on what I thought would be decent. That being, obviously you're going to want to be able to pain suppress while stunned. First charge of Prayer Mending heals for an additional 60%, but it has fewer charges. That seemed like a no-brainer in a PvP setting compared to my other choices. And when you cast Inner Focus, you become immune to silence, interrupt, and dispel effects for 5 seconds. So again, kind of no-brainer. As far as talents, for the first tier I grabbed Dominate Mind just because Mind Control can be a very, very useful skill in PvP, especially in an arena. If you have a warrior or a rogue on you, you can cast that and they're either going to get mind controlled or they're going to force a pummel to give you free healing spells for 10 seconds. So, I mean, the other ones are decent. Fiend here. I don't really understand how it works. I don't really know how useful it's going to be. I don't know if it DRs with Fear. I think it's going to DR with Fear because I know Vampiric Touch DR'd with Fear and Shadow for quite some time, and I'm sure it's going to be the same. Void Tendrils is that thing that was in my Warrior video, if you saw that, where they pops out of the ground and roots everything within 8 yards. You can kill it. I don't know how much health it has, I didn't even bother to check. Has a 30-second cooldown, probably pretty good. As soon as this loading screen loads, I'll get back into the talents real quick. For tier 2 here, I grab Body and Soul. I am floating. I am flying in the air. What is happening in my life right now? No, I'm again. Okay, never mind. Wow. When you cast Power Shield or Leap of Faith, you increase the target's movement speed for 60% by 60% for 4 seconds. That just seemed like a no-brainer. It's a very good skill compared to the other things. Although Fade being able to remove movement impairing effects could be useful, I think the pseudo sprint from Body and Soul would be more useful. And Angelic Feather is going to be completely worthless in PvP because it's another skill where you have to place something on the ground and people have to run through it, which in PvP is entirely unreliable. Aside from maybe on small arenas like Orgrimmar. It's a pretty small arena, so it could help there. On this tier here, I just grabbed Mindbender, which is a better version of Shadow Fiend. Generates twice as much mana. I figured that was probably pretty useful. And the extra damage could be useful in something like 2s. From Darkness Comes Light is just an RNG, get a free heal, which, I mean, is in the game currently. I don't really like that talent. And Archangel, you can increase your healing for each evangelism consumed, which is great, but again, I mean, it is what it is. It's not that much healing. It's not a very long cooldown. I don't know. I'd rather just get more mana back. This was actually a tough tier to choose on. Tier 3 here. Or, what tier am I on? Tier 4 here. Just because Desperate Prayer is really, really good. Like, really, really good. I don't even know what I had a hotkey to. I thought I had a hotkey to shift 2, but apparently not. Anyways. No, I can't use that mount here. Spectral Guise is really good. You blur into the dark. Okay, I'm floating again. That's gonna get annoying. That's funny. You blur into the darkness and you leave your true form behind. That'd be pretty useful to get away from things, but it only lasts a few seconds. I mean, compared to a 30% instant heal, I don't really think that that's going to be that good. And anytime an attack brings you below 20% health, you gain an absorption shield equal to 20% of your total health, which is definitely useful, but healing is tough without action bars. As you can see, heals are pretty decent. Oh, that closes out of my thing. I'm so dead right now. Yeah. I probably should have trinketed out of something, but I didn't think to do that. Am I still floating? Please tell me I'm not floating. Okay, cool. The floating thing went away. Thank God for that, because that was annoying. I guess I can use this for targeting. You don't really hit very hard. Not that I like would expect you to, but I just wanted to check that for the future. Anyways, where was I with this talent thing? Oh yeah, over here. When an attack brings you below 30% health, you gain an absorption shield. It's kind of like the shaman talent that's in the game right now, where when you get brought below 30%, you're instantly healed. I mean, it's gonna be pretty decent, I'm sure, but at the same time, it's not gonna be that great. I wouldn't take that over Desperate Prayer. And then the other talent, the last tier. Sorry if I'm confused. I'm trying to like pay attention to what I'm doing while I'm trying to talk about this, which is more difficult than it sounds, actually. This Spirit Shell thing is weird. It has a very long cast time, but it's a really huge absorption. It absorbs like 40,000 damage or something crazy. Anyways, here you have Twist of Fate. Damage or healing below, after damaging or healing a target that's below 20%, you gain 50% increased damage or healing. I mean, that's decent, but at the same time, I don't like talents that require people to be low, because in my opinion, you shouldn't let people get low in the first place. That should be kind of a goal. So, I mean, obviously you can't always stop people from getting low, but overall, you don't want people dropping to 20% health. So having a talent that only helps when they are at 20% health kind of feels useless for about 80% of the game, usually, to me. Lots of shields. Discipline has a lot of shields. I mean, it does on live, but it's even crazier now with this new Spirit Shell. Anyways, Power Infusion, same as it does on live. And Divine Insight, when you cast Spirit Shell, there is a 40% chance your Power Word Shield will both ignore and not cause the Weakened Soul effect. That, to me, was going to be really, really good. Depending entirely, actually, on how much you use Spirit Shell, which I'm assuming is going to be kind of a main thing since it doesn't have a cooldown. I mean, the cast time is fairly long, but without a cooldown, you can kind of just spam it. I mean, between that, if I toss both those on, I mean, you can see right there, I have 80,000 damage absorption. I mean, from those two shields, that's completely nuts. But at the same time, I mean, again, I don't really know how. I mean, I have 25% mastery, which is kind of a lot. Oh, I probably should have went over my gear earlier. Gear-wise, I don't have much. This is all Season 9. I haven't played my Priest in over a year. I played him right when Kata came out, and I haven't since, so... yeah, I have all Season 9 gear, just when I got that when I was playing my Priest. I'm no longer playing my Priest, but I really did want to copy him. I love my Priest. He's always been one of my favorite classes. And, yeah, I just wanted to check out the changes to them. So, here I am. I don't know how Disc is going to do in raids. I don't think Disc is going to be that great in a raid setting, but in PvP, I mean, it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. It's always been one of those things that's just like, really, I just totally dispelled UA because I wasn't paying any attention. It's always been a spec that's fairly good, though I am almost out of mana. Time to find something to hit and give me some mana back with that new and improved Shadow Fiend. I want to see how much mana that thing can give you. I also want to see what it looks like. I want to see if it just looks like a normal Shadow Fiend. Because it'd be, I don't know, kind of interesting to me to see. But I did find something that's not on a mount. It's just going to run away. Here we go. As I hit completely the wrong hotkey. Oh, it's floating. It's a floating Shadow Fiend. Okay, that's kind of cool. Gives me back about 8,000 mana every time I hit something. I totally just used that on him. It's kind of weird for me to have to click way up here to target myself when I normally can just click over here. And I know that there's a hotkey to target myself, but that's what I have Fraps toggled to, so I'd keep turning Fraps on and off every time I wanted to target myself. So, it's not really a huge deal, because the only spell that I need that for is Okay, I don't want to die right now. But apparently the game has different ideas for me. The only spell that I'd use that for is, that one there. What the hell is that thing even called? Oh, Penance. Well, I mean, as you can see right there, those shields just saved my life big time. Now I can just run. Oh, didn't get that shield up. That's a very long cast time for that spirit shell. Makes me wonder if haste will be a strong stat. It also heals for 80% of the remaining amount. It's only a 6-second shield, by the way. I should have probably mentioned that. Oh, it's 8 seconds. Not a very long shield by any means. So, yeah, I mean, I'm liking this though. I like disc. I mean, healing in Battlegrounds is what it is, you know. I've never truly enjoyed healing in Battlegrounds. I love healing in arenas, but Battlegrounds are just kind of like, whatever. Whoa, that was kind of cool, like knocked me in the air. Oh, okay, just like stabbed me to death. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, my gear isn't that great, which is why I'm taking so much damage and dying very easily. Just because without really good gear, you kind of, you know, resilience is kind of huge right now in the game. So, I only have, I think, 2,000 something. Well, oh, I actually have 3,500. But, yeah, I mean, that's not really that much. I think my shaman has somewhere in the ballpark of like 4,700, so I'm like 1,000 less on this guy, which is definitely huge, but okay. So I can actually put, if I put 2 shields on, okay, it just refreshes the first shield, that's what I wanted to say. That could definitely be really useful though. The free shield is from Spirit Shell, from this talent here. Being able to cast the second one 40% of the time. Which is definitely pretty good. Definitely pretty good. I just, did you see it, didn't I? Oh, I crashed. Alright, that was weird. We were doing good not crashing when I was playing my warrior and mage, but apparently that was the end of that. I should probably put Inner Fire on. Yeah, mana is equalized at 100,000 to everybody, which is kind of weird, but in a way it's kind of good for math because everything costs like a simple amount of mana. It's not like some things cost like 4,736. Like, I don't really want to do math to figure out how many of these I can cast. Whereas like Spirit Shell 6,000. Okay, I can count that high. I can like do that math basically in my head very easily. I don't want to take a look. Yeah, healing them. What is this? A balanced druid is in second on healing, just a little bit behind me, and also like over 1 million damage. But then again, I've done over 100,000 damage, so I mean, you can no longer dispel wings, which is really unfortunate because you know that's kind of like half the part of. How did I get interrupted after I popped my thing that's supposed to make me immune to interrupts? Oh well, no big deal. I probably should have Desperate Prayer hotkeyed. I don't know why I don't. I thought it was Shift 2. Which I apparently don't have hotkeyed anywhere, so I'll just hotkey this to like Alt T. I'll never remember to push that because it's Shift 2 on live. But it's weird how you can not play a class for like months, but still know all of the hotkeys and exactly what to click when because you're just so used to it. Very strange. I literally haven't touched my priest in months. Whoa, he just died fast. Just gonna heal people, I guess. Being that I'm a healer. It's kinda my job. Totally just missed because I forgot I gave myself sprint. Not used to that. Oh, this rogue's back. Oh, I'm so dead. Yeah, not having much resilience is very noticeable. I mean, yeah. I only reduced damage taken by 36%, which is not very much. I think on live I reduced damage on my shaman by 40 something rather. I think it's like 47. So I mean, 10% less damage. But it is what it is. Just testing things out, seeing how it works. I like it though. I'm liking. I mean, I haven't even used half my skills, obviously. I mean, I haven't even used powered barrier at all, or any of that stuff. But which I actually have hotkeys in 2 places, bizarrely. But I mean, again, I'm not really doing this to be. Oh, that's just flying in the air. I'm not like try-harding right now or anything like that. I don't really care one way or the other. My stuff's all in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why I have that way over there when I have it hotkeyed over here already. So, just playing around. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to click. I feel like I heal for a lot more though. I feel like on live I don't heal for as much with penance as I do on this. I don't know. I feel like I don't heal for 8k with penance. I mean, maybe I do. Let's keep the warlock alive. That harvest life thing is really, really good. 1000 damage to everything in the area. Oh. I was a bit late on that one there. I totally almost just jumped into that like a pro. I need mana. Oops. That thing hits pretty hard. I mean, it hits for like 5k. Look at the mana return too on that. I mean, it's nuts. It really is. I'd say that that's a very useful talent. Being able to get the extra mana from Shadow Fiend. I want to see how in raiding. I've always liked to raid as discipline. Well, that's not true. I like to raid as shadow. But when I was forced to heal, I always healed as discipline. I'd like to see how the spirit shell gets brought into raiding. The cast time is very long. Weird to get used to that. When I'm not like on my shaman with Riptide, you heal every 1.7 seconds. Even greater heals are 1.7. And on my priest on live, I pretty much just smashed flash heal when I was playing him. So it's very strange having something cast that long. Why do I feel like I'm gonna die here in a second when all these people run at me? Oh jeez. That's why I like sprint. Although this hunter has better sprint than me, so he's gonna easily catch me. Oh, his pet is red. Oh, and it was rabid. It's kinda cool. So, anyways, I am thinking about maybe doing another one of these as Shadow, because I did play Shadow, not in PvP much, but in raids, so I might do. Like, I know the basics of how to play Shadow, so might not be the worst thing ever. Jeez. Why do I feel like Penance has a longer cooldown? I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm still used to it when it was a 8-second cooldown, not 10, with that glyph. Actually, I don't have that glyph, that's why it's longer, isn't it? Yep. There's a 2-second glyph that I'm totally not using. But apparently it doesn't exist anymore. Now it allows Penance to be usable while moving. Man, that takes a ton of mana, huh? Where's Flash Heal at on my action bars? Okay, it's this. It's the same as the shield, actually. It's the spirit shell. I do like the spirit shell though. It heals when it wears off too for like 17k right there. I mean, obviously it depends on how much damage they take. But oh god, there's a lot of people. Oh, I'm so dead. I am so much dead. I don't have any mana. Unless my team is here. That'd be a great time to have this pet. I guess I can Himmerfolk real quick. Yeah, I don't know why I don't have him of hotkeyed, but that's okay. I don't even remember what I have that hotkey to on live, actually. Phew, 28k penance crit? What? That's a little bit nuts. 16 seconds on penance, or on my fiend. Which is a shame, because I don't have any mana right now. Oh, this clown. Oh, you still won't get any mana back if they parry your skills. That's cool. Wait, can that be targeted? The thing is like sitting right on the person. I'm trying to. Oh, I'm gonna die. I was trying to target my damn Shadow Fiend. I wanted to see if, because like on live, when you summon a Shadow Fiend, it can just be like rooted or cyclone for like 20 seconds, i.e. its full duration, by like a druid. I don't know if this can be targeted. Did they get rid of Shadow Fiend altogether? Yeah, I was hoping it'd still be in my cell book to look at, but... Oh, Void Shift seems like a pretty cool skill. You don't get it till 87, but you swap health percentage with somebody else. That could be really, really good in PvP. In like an arena, if they're training you, you can swap real quick health values with somebody. That could be good. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna still be stunned. No, I don't know why I used Renew. Like that was gonna do anything. I have a bad habit of spamming Renew on things. Well, not spamming Renew, but using it far more than I probably should. Clearly, I'm not hit capped. That's unfortunate. Really unfortunate for that shaman. That's the warrior. Oh, I thought that was that warlock's pet. I wish I had better gear on this guy so I'd know survivability was, if you get trained, or if you can actually live through it or not. Oh. So, okay. 2.5 million healing done. Not terrible. Not terrible. 5 deaths, but again, my gear is garbage. This Boomkin on the other end did 2.4 million healing and also 2.1 million damage, so I guess he won in that regard. But I don't have any damaging skills, so I wouldn't expect to do much damage, other than my Shadow Fiend hitting for like 5k. Anyways, that's going to be the first game on my Priest. There actually probably will be one more Discipline Priest video, followed by probably a Shadow Priest video. I'm also planning on doing another one on my Warrior. I'm also planning on copying over my Shaman and doing some Resto on my Shaman. So that way you guys know what's coming up. But as for me, that's all for now, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.